Hey guys. Hey guys. Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. We are live. Well, not really live. Okay. But we are recording from my car. Y'all, let me check my volume because y'all done talked to me about this low volume. Hold on. Okay, so yeah. I'm back. I just checked the volume and the volume is up, y'all, as loud as it can go. And I don't want to scream because, I just don't want to scream, but I want to talk, loud enough so you guys can hear it. Well, actually, on one of my really low videos, my client came in and she had this high-end Android phone and the volume was fine. I mean, it's really loud on the low videos, but I'll talk up a little bit because everybody got a different type of phone. So down in my comment section on one of the videos, guys, one of the comments from one of the subscribers, and she asked me to talk about marriage and relationships. So in order for me to do that, I would have to talk from my personal experience with marriage. And I've been married twice. For you guys who are new to my channel, I do have older videos where I'm talking about my life and about my recent breakup with my second husband. So I guess I will just talk about relationships in general, and then I'll talk about my marriage. So y'all, I'm driving, so bear with me, okay? Because I want to answer some of these questions, and I want to share my perspective. So as it relates to relationships, I would just go out and say, from my experience and from all these conversations that I've had with so many women over the years, relationships are not easy, okay? They're not the easiest thing in the world, okay? And depending upon where you started at in life, and you might say, sure, what you mean by that? That means that when you grew up, whoever was in that model house, when you were a child, and whatever relationship was there, then a lot of the times, y'all, we develop that type of relationship style from our first home. You know what I mean? And so if there is a mom and a dad there, or it could be a same gender loving couple, it doesn't matter. It's just more about the behavior, the attitudes, and the emotions of the people that you're around when you are younger, when you're a child and on up to your adolescence and then your preteen and your teenage stages. Also, we are affected by what we see on television, what we read, and the people that we are around, guys. And that's where we kind of develop a blueprint for our relationships. And I don't know if I'm answering or where I'm talking from a place that you all can receive some of this, but I just want to start right there before I go into what happened. Somebody recently asked me, they said, Cheryl, would you marry again? And I said, at this time, no. And the person said, well, why not? I said, no, I'm not healthy enough to consider marriage. No, I'm not, because I've had to learn to vocalize what I want. You know what I mean? And you might not even know what I mean. You might not even know what I mean. But what I'm saying is, in my marriage, I wasn't honest with myself about my own needs. I was more focused on my spouse, my husband, and his needs, and not so much as mine. And so then somewhere midway in the relationship, then I would get bored. You know what I mean? And not just bored, but I would just feel disconnected from my spouse, because you can't really have a good relationship if you're not speaking your truth inside the relationship. You know what I mean? And so that's what I learned. I very much learned that. So now when I talk about my past marriages and some relationships that I've had in between. And the way that I view it now, at first, y'all, I used to find so much fault in my spouse. My spouse says. But I had my part to play in it too, because if you're not being honest and you're not speaking your truth, then you have no business. You're not suitable for marriage. Because you can't go in a marriage, like from my position. My thing was to love the person, to cater to my husband, and to be a good wife. And you say, sure, what is a good wife? Okay, so in my mind, a good wife was, and both my marriages were quite different in a certain way. But in my mind, in the beginning, it was to love my spouse, to be respectful to my spouse, to cater, to be a partner, to, just all those things that you learn now. I'm going to bring into play that my model home had a lot to do with. I hope y'all are getting something out of this. Just let me know in the comment section. But anyway, my model home, my relationship, my mom and my dad, their relationship had a lot to do with how I viewed things, and their relationship was hella dysfunctional. When I say, let me say it again, hella dysfunctional. And some of y'all might say, well, some people on my YouTube that know me, they might say, well, your mom and your dad was better off than a lot of people. Y'all, listen, I've learned what healthy is. So I'm going to say it again. My mom and my dad were hella dysfunctional. And the biggest thing that stands out to me about their relationship, which my relationship turned into that too, is that they didn't love each other. Right? They did not. You might say, Cheryl, come on. They did not. Let me turn this air off, y'all. Hold on. I'll turn it off. Okay, good. No. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. There it is. I want y'all to be able to hear me really good, but they didn't love each other. And well, I'm going to say they didn't properly love each other. And me and my first husband, we got to that point too. I know that man didn't love me. I'm telling you, I loved him as much as I could. Excuse me, y'all. I am so sorry, but all of a sudden, I just got real sinusy. I don't know if it was the air in this car or what. But anyway, I loved him as much as I could. Now, my idea of what love is now, I didn't properly love that man, and he sure in hell did not properly love me, the first husband. So, getting on down into my second marriage, and I dated some in between, some people in between time, y'all. It was the same thing. It was the same thing, but with my second husband, I thought that I had picked better because he was, to me, in my opinion, he was more intelligent and more well-rounded, and I thought that he was morally, he was morally in a better place. But then when it all come down in the wash, I got my own issues. Do you see what I'm saying? I had my own issues, and so it is what it is, and it was what it was, and we didn't make it, So now I'm trying to get better, y'all. I'm serious. I'm trying to love myself properly, that I might attract the same thing, y'all, because you can't fake this shit. You can't fake it. I've had extensive coaching, y'all, and learning emotional intelligence and learning how to check into my feelings, and all this stuff. And y'all know what? We don't all start in the same place. There are some people that start out from the beginning in a better situation and more suitable for good, healthy love because their model relationship was better off. And so they are able to properly love each other, and they can look past each other's faults and see their needs. But when you don't know how, when you yourself don't love yourself, you can't properly love another person. And there are reasons why we don't love ourselves. When we find ourselves broken up in a relationship, when we find ourselves in the beginning, oh, we feel like we love this person, we got these emotions and these feelings, and they feel, you feel that love, and you feel like you're at home in the relationship, and it just feels safe to you. And then somewhere in the middle, things begin to dwindle off, and then you don't speak your truth, and you become afraid because you don't want to break up again, and then things start unwinding, and then you find yourself in the same situation, and then you find yourself in the same situation again. It's a lot. That's just like touching a hot stove, and then your sensory nervous system tells you the next time you get close to a hot stove, don't you dare put your fingers on that stove. That's how I am right now when it comes to relationships. Don't you dare. Don't you dare even think about it, because you're not healthy enough. You know what I'm saying? So right now, y'all, I'm just learning how to love myself. And that's what I would want for you guys too. Now I'm going to tell you something. Love is a beautiful thing. I mean, you don't have love, you don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? But I used to think of that in terms of God, right? At first. And I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, if you don't have love for God and understand the love of God for you, then you don't have anything. But now it's gone to, Cheryl, if you don't love yourself, you don't have anything. Like, Cheryl, if you don't love yourself, you don't have anything. Because that's your first, like, this is my first job, is to love myself. And that's what I'm saying to you guys. And you might say, Cheryl, what do you mean? Like, shit, how you love yourself? Oh, well, you figure out what you like, and then you do it for yourself. Period. And then you say, well, Cheryl, what does that look like? Like, I want a partner. I want somebody that I can touch on. I want somebody that I can kiss. I want somebody that I can snuggle up to late at night. I want to have somebody who's intimate with me, who knows how to take care of the needs of my body. Well, guess what? You can do that. You can cuddle with yourself. Y'all, this is going to be my new level. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm going to be coming back to y'all, and I'm going to be telling y'all how I am loving myself and loving my body by myself. Okay? It's going to be my new thing. And I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I don't know. And no shade to the people who say, no judgment to you, to the person who says, oh girl, I can't do that. No, I got to have somebody. Okay. That's where you are. That's where you are period. And that's fine. No judgment. No judgment. It's not about judging. See, I'm learning how not to judge myself, so I won't judge you. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to love myself, so then if I love myself properly, then I'll know how to love you. You know what I'm saying? If I be merciful towards myself and show myself mercy, then I can give you mercy too. You know what I'm saying? If I could be patient toward myself. Because I had to realize, y'all, that I've downloaded, in a sense, I've downloaded a lot of improper information over the years. I'm trying to get the right lighting, y'all, because I don't really have no makeup on hardly. I got a little powder on my face and lips, but anyway. I've downloaded a lot of improper information. You see what I'm saying? And so now I'm working on correcting those downloads. So this is my spiel on marriage and relationships. Before you attempt marriage, or even if you are in a marriage and you feel like things are not going the way that they should, I would say one of the best things that you could do is reach out for marital counseling. And my suggestion is you do not do Christian counseling. Reason being, there's a lot of misogynistic ideas about marriage that are in the Bible, and it's not, it kind of favors the man. It's not really fair. And so you're gonna need somebody who who knows how to be unbiased between the male and the female, because y'all know when it comes to the Bible, it gives the man the edge. You got male writers, and so they always gonna favor themselves. I mean, y'all already know that. So that's not a good thing, because traditional wise women, we've had to learn how to speak up over the years. Like, we have bodies too. And y'all, this video is not made for children. And don't forget to thumbs up the video and comment, and certainly subscribe to the channel. Now we're going to get on over a little bit into talking about, so I told y'all in the beginning I didn't know exactly where I was going, but we're going to be talking about intimacy and sex in marriage. And sex just in two grown people deciding that they're going to have sex together. Okay? Doesn't have to necessarily be marriage. Now, I understand that the scripture said that two should be married. I understand that. But we're in 2022 and we're grown. And at the end of the day, you have to answer for yourself. You got to answer to God. Say, I need y'all not to be so judgmental. But I do want to tell y'all this. I do want to tell you this. When it comes to sex, oh God, I feel a little weird about saying this, but I gotta say it, because I think it's going to help somebody. It's going to help men and women. And I'm going to tell you why. So a lot of times when we having sex, women are not able to come to the highest level of pleasure. Basically not able to achieve our orgasm when we're having sex with our partners. Partly is because we're not used to, partly is because we don't really know our damn bodies the way that we're supposed to. And the second part is we feel uncomfortable speaking our truth and telling this man, look, you poking me, stop poking. Y'all, welcome to my channel. Stop poking. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much poking. Like, don't poke so much. Just slow down, calm down, and apply pressure, the right amount of pressure in a circular motion. Apply that pressure. Nice kisses. On top, we talking about missionary too. Y'all, because I'm gonna say it all. I hate to say it this way, but I don't want YouTube, I don't want to get in trouble. But the whole it's really for, the baby coming out. It's like a baby hole. Our sex organ is on the outside, almost like the penis, but it's very small. So it can be stimulated, and there could be the best climax ever, but you just got to focus on the outside, not the hole itself, but the outside of it right there. That's where all the feeling is. And a lot of times when we allow ourselves to be going through all this poking, it's really got a lot to do with the P-O-R-N word. P-O-R-N. And see, we shouldn't have never been learning about sex from those people from the magazines. They don't know what they're doing. See, now, we over here talking about, like I said, I can't get married right now. I'm working on getting healthy. And the P-O-R-N word, that ain't healthy. That's toxic. Because it really has nothing to do with love making and extreme pleasure when it comes to a woman and her climax. Men are able to do the poking and and get the pleasure, but we don't find lots of pleasure in poking. Y'all, I didn't even know I was going to go this way. I didn't, but y'all need to know. I want you to know. All right? Because we over here, this is the deep lane. This is the deep lane. This is the deep lane. Okay. And it's certainly for adults. Okay. So, okay, I just got a message on my phone. So, yeah, this is my spiel on relationships. Any part of this video that you've heard that you want to talk more about, just let me know. Just let me know, and we can certainly talk more. But yes, guys, right now, it's just a good time to love on yourself, learn more about your body, figure out what you want, figure out what you're gonna deal with, and all of that in your relationships, and especially when it comes to marriage. Did y'all not know that when marriage is bad, it turns into a jail? And one of the things that I want to say to you out of my experiences is that life is too beautiful and precious. It is. And it's worth taking 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years to yourself to figure out what the hell you want and how you want to experience life, with who, and all of that. It's up to you. Anyway, kisses and hugs. Listen, y'all, my email, it's the name of my channel, but it's my first name first. So grabowski4@gmail.com. If you want to talk more about anything that I talked about in this video, hit me up. Let me know. Hit me up at grabowskicheryl, the number 4, not the word 4, but the number 4 at gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I think I'll come back later on and do a video reading some of the comments and see if, but anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.